Hello, and welcome to Spirit Touched. We're going to be talking about Americans. God's truth is our vaccine against Satan's lies. It's time for a booster shot. That beautiful truth gives us a better vision of God and humanity. Yes, it outrages Satan, but that's okay because he has already been defeated by Jesus, whether he admits it or not. When it comes to opposing him, there truly is strength in numbers and power in knowledge. When it comes to classified information and leaking it, discretion really is the better part of value. There's a good reason why some documents are classified, and it's called national security. When it comes to doing what's wrong, it's a very bad idea to go along so you can get along. Why? Because complacency is not good. Those protesting college students want this nation to divest itself of certain things. The only thing America needs to divest itself of is believing Satan's lies and his blatant propaganda. We should never divest ourselves of the truth or doing the right thing. Proverbs 10:8. Those who let their egos get in the way of clear thinking are on the path that leads them away from God, and they go stumbling down the path of destruction. People in the government should never lie to its own citizens with impunity. While we are talking about doing evil things to our fellow man, America carries its share of guilt. We can begin with the American Indian event known as the Trail of Tears, that the president in my own family history is shamefully responsible for. Marching the people who were here when this nation was discovered into the middle of nowhere and confining them onto reservations was not Christian, nor was it right in any other form. Then when World War II came along, after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, we made the same awful error with those Japanese Americans. We did almost the same thing with Black Americans after they were freed from slavery in the South, when they moved north looking for jobs. Right now, Jewish Americans no longer feel safe in this country, yet there are people in all four of those groups who are some of our bravest, smartest, hardest working, patriotic, and yes, proudest citizens. Why is that? They left oppression in their own countries and came here looking for a better life. Then they worked hard learning our language, laws, and customs so that they could become citizens. All of them came to love their new homeland just as much as the one they left behind. They gave up everything dear to them to start all over in this great nation. We owe them our admiration and our respect. As fellow humans, they deserve much better treatment from us. It's like a dear pastor always said, when a new person joined the church, their love with our love changes everything. And he was so right, and it was a change for the better. I am not sure if that dear friend is still alive, but if he is, I say a big God bless him. It was a privilege to know him and have him as my pastor and friend for 10 years. Now, regarding what happened in our nation's capital on January 6th, 2021. In the military, that's called disorderly conduct. Those who are found guilty received a dishonorable discharge. In 1936, in the midst of Hitler's preparation for World War II, the Summer Olympics were held in Berlin. Watch the movie Chariots of Fire to see how they were treated, the black and especially the Jewish athletes. Neither form of conduct fit Matthew 19:19. All the athletes were guests, and they were not given good hospitality. The new German flag with its swastika and the Olympic flag don't belong together. Why? Because the first one goes against everything the Olympics stand for. However, when the committee chose Berlin, they had no idea what was coming to Germany or how it would affect the games. To hide the darkness of what was really going on there, Hitler used conscripted labor to make sure Berlin was clean for the athletes and other visitors to the games. He did it because he wanted to show the appearance of prosperity. He even went so far as to remove the Jews' unwelcome signs from store windows. Hitler did not allow any of his nation's Jewish athletes to compete. The only weapon the German resistance movement had against Hitler was the truth, and they did everything in their power to get it out so the world would know what was going on. We can't let that happen in Germany again, and we can't let it happen in America. Not now, not ever.